Hey guys, today I will introduce you to one of my university projects I'm currently doing with my group. So this is a project of simulation. So we have to simulate the following things, one of the following topics. City traffic simulation or fire escape simulation, airport luggage simulation, shop distribution simulation, town hall simulation, or minimal simulation. And also teachers left us a gap to decide for topic on our own. And that's what we did. And we picked up the topic of hospital management simulation. Yeah, so we're working with agile methodology. This was our first sprint. I will show you what we have right now. So here we just really have like really simple form where we can input the number of patients we'll have in our hospital. Let's say it will be 50. We press the button and the simulation starts. I'll stop the simulation for a bit. What you see now is we have a hospital with entrance, with reception, with diagnosis room for catching the virus if the patient has it or not, the doctor's room, some rooms with beds, and a morgue for dead patients. On the left-hand side, you can see the statistic about the hospital, its name, number of patients, beds available, blah blah blah. Also, patients which were not diagnosed yet, those who are healthy, those who are sick, those who are quarantined. And here you can also change the time scale. It means you can pause the simulation or you can make it go faster. So yeah, basically how it works. You saw the patient entered and he goes to the reception. Once he reached it, he waits a bit. Originally it's like 5 seconds to say, hello, my name is name and surname. I want to test. And then the reception guy tells you, oh yeah, go here, no problem. Makes a record in a database and yeah, it just goes on. And the same with the next one. So the patient goes to the diagnosis room. Then he gets diagnosed, and then based on how he has been diagnosed, we can see that his color has been changed. So he has green color now, so it means he is healthy and he can leave home quite happy. But that's not always the case. Our second patient, I'm not really sure. Okay, we still have bugs in this simulation, so he was supposed to become cyan, which means he's sick, but not too much sick, so he has to be cured in the doctor, receive some advices how to deal with it. Then we also see a guy with a gray color. Well, he's unlucky, I would say. So this means that his health is so low that the doctor will not be able to cure him, but he doesn't know that yet, and he will die. Yeah, that's a sad story, but that's a reality we have. And then we just have this repeating procedure. So most of the patients are leaving from the main entrance, but some of them are going to morgue, die there, and they just also disappear from the simulation. And we also have a yellow one. And I think it's pretty much similar to the cyan one, the bugged one, but he is, I guess, even more sick, but he should also be fine. And yeah, then we keep a flow of patients coming on until we have like reached the limit of patients we've inputted in the text box just before this scene has been switched to. Then you see statistics being changed. Sometimes it doesn't work with the doctors, the number of beds available, but we're working on that. What we're planning to do on this sprint and maybe next sprint is to implement the database thingy here, so all the statistics can be recorded to the database according to account and hospital resources. And then we can also add more input fields for like number of beds available, number of doctors available, something like that. And of course we want to fix all the bugs. And yeah, all patients has been diagnosed. Then you see the following statistic. For sick people, we actually, in here we have sick people and people who died. Healthy people, those who are just, yeah, healthy or has been cured and undefined. I don't know why it's 10, it should be 0 because everybody has been diagnosed, but that's not the case. As I said, it's not the final version. It's not really realistic, but that's our assignment. Thank you for your attention.